Welcome to Untitled Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Gemini for the month of August 2022. We are in the sign of Leo, which is a fire sign. Lots of action, lots of progress, things moving forward after a quieter time in June, July. So you are in your third house, which is a seeking house, Gemini. So it's all about what you're learning, what you're looking for in life, what you need to learn, or what you want to sort of add value to your life this next 4 weeks. It's all about that sort of acquisition of knowledge of all types, whatever you choose to, just adding value to your job or your projects or whatever you're doing, or just to your life. So whatever you want to sort of learn or teach. Consequently, you can be teaching as well with the third house. So the energy is the Two of Cups. So very much soulmate energy in terms of people around you, and then in terms of something that you find that just suits you emotionally right down to the ground. So that could be a thing as well, a project or something like that, where you just click with it. So very nice where you are right now. And we have clarity and new beginnings starting there with the Ace of Swords. So very much having cut through all the difficulties and the rubbish to come up with, it's an air sign, it's an air card, which is your element. So very much having clarity of where you're going in terms of whatever this soulmatey card is, or whatever this new interest you have in your life, which emotionally fulfills you, whether it be another human being, or it be something of warrant for your interest. Let's see the influencing card, which indeed will influence the rest of the reading. And we have the beautiful Wheel of Fortune, which is indeed the card of destiny. So a very special month coming up for you, 4 weeks time. It's all about sort of what is meant to be. So very destined. And you can actually see that for yourself. So whatever happens this month is really something that's sort of been writ large in the stars long ago. So it's almost like this is meant to be. So a very interesting month for you in terms of what's going to be happening for you in your life in this month. Very, very good actually, Gemini. Let's look at the background. So we're talking June, July, and this still holds weight now and has influence. And we have the Ace of Cups. So definitely, once again, another soulmate or another connection, strong human connection you've made, soulmate connection that you have made here, very much destined. So whatever this is for all of you, it's quite an interesting time. You've got 2 of these very big soulmate connections. Now, as we've talked about before, soulmates come in all different shapes and sizes. Sometimes it may be only for a short time, or it may be a longer time. But the fact of the matter is, it's a really strong click for you. So it's what you're going to learn from this connection. And because it's destined and you have the Wheel of Fortune here, it's very sort of significant for you this next 4 weeks, Gemini. Okay, recent influences, and we have the Hermit. So it's about just standing back, being very wise, and just watching for a start, just sort of being an observer actually. So you're watching it from a very wise point of view as well, and there's no need to interfere with it or do anything with it. You're just being quite observant about it as well. But it's quite another very strong card. So this might talk about, the Hermit is the card for the Virgo, so it mightn't be for another month that this situation really fulfills its zenith. Excuse me. So we're thinking Virgo, so probably late August, September time, but definitely just go with this flow and just be extremely observant for the next couple of weeks to see what's coming in, because it's very sort of fateful and destined. Let's see your lesson you're learning. And we have the Queen of Coins. So once again, very sort of earthy card, very much a Virgo card coming through there. Very, very woman that's very sort of earthed and very practical, but there's no rubbish about her. She's just very stoic and very much of hearth and home, that sort of grounded energy that she is. So that's also telling you, just be grounded, just be really patient with whatever's going on. It will take maybe a time to sort of manifest, I'm getting. But she's very important, so that could in fact be you, or that side of you is coming out. Okay, near future we have the Scorpio Transformation card. So big change is in the works. This has been going on for a while, but however, you know, with the other cards that we have here, the big major cards, it's almost like just let this transformation run its course. It is happening, and it's very much about changing things that you want to change within yourself, and maybe this connection, whoever it is or whatever it is, this karmic connection here has a lot to do with what's going on, or this transformation. So it'll be something quite different to what you're used to, I can imagine. But very much Scorpio is very much the deep diver of the zodiac, so very much kind of mystical and magical at the same time. So very interesting reading so far, Gemini, for you, but very transformative as well, so, and destined. So yeah, it's quite exciting to read this for you. Okay, let's see what's happening that you're not realizing. The key, and we have the Two of Wands, so decisions to be made. But as I said here before, just be a bit observant at first. Don't be in too much of a hurry. It's sort of saying this, look, there's options there. There's the sun and the moon. So which way you're going to go, to the unknown or to what you can see. So it may be just to be a time of just making up your mind slowly, very much time of just observing how things go before you actually sort of move into that and make a decision, if you know what I mean. It's very much about being an observer as well, because it's quite destined. It's very transformative. It's everything, actually. Let's see how others see you. Sorry. Okay, and we have the Six of Cups, so this could be somebody from your past coming back. It's very much a past life card. It's very much a card of somebody that you have known, whether it be in reality or just, you know, there's just this very strong connection there where you feel like you've known them before, but you actually haven't ever met them before. But there's a very strong connection to this, and this is how others are seeing you. So this is quite an interesting and added value to what's going on. It's very mystical reading, actually, Gemini. Excuse me. Okay, what you're feeling positive about. The Chariot, so very much emotional discipline needs to be employed this month. So no rushing in. It's a bit like a bigger version of the Two of Wands. It's about sort of really emotionally disciplining yourself, getting things in balance, you know, just being aware of what's going on. And it's almost like an opportunity to learn something for you, because you are in the third house of learning and teaching. So it's a very, very interesting lesson. It's also about a journey, because the Chariot is indeed a vehicle. We could call it a car these days. It's about a journey that you're going on. but you, like all journeys, you need to be well prepared before you go. Sorry about that on background noise. The gardener's here. Okay, so the final outcome, I'm going to have to raise my voice, I'm so sorry, I didn't realise. And we have the 8 of Swords, so don't give your personal power away at all this month. It's very strong, it's very mystical, but it's also teaching you not to give power away, not to say yes when you mean no. It's going to be very sort of interesting, the outcome, but right at the end, that's why it's asking you to be quite observant throughout and wise throughout the month, not jumping in, but just watching how things unfold there, Gemini. And by all accounts, by the end of this cycle, like in the 3rd week of August, you really have to be keeping your personal power. Let's see what your message is before that noise becomes really loud. Path. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. So it's very much destined once again, so just go for it and just remember all the little sort of hints that are here. It sounds like it's going to be an interesting month. Feedback would be good from you, Gemini, at the end of this cycle. It's very, very interesting indeed. Thank you for so much for listening, and I'm sorry about the noise in the background.